Leave me alone, dude.
Hey, I'm not the one scavenging.
The only time I've ever embarrassed, like, my longest, oldest, like, best friend is we're at a Pokemon TCG tournament. Yep. I watched this, like, old lady and her daughter, like, eat lobster mac and cheese and fries, but they didn't eat the fries. So I asked them, like, hey, can I have those? And my friend thought that was the worst thing I could have done.
Dang. But, got Sandu hopping on here, joining me for commentary.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Getting up to the loser semis now.
Did we ever end up going live, or are we still
still doing the YouTubing?
Unfortunate, but still good for what it's worth.
Wow, that is early stock there from Ozone, just downering him until he couldn't recover anymore.
Yeah, and Olimar known to have a good recovery as well, so that was pretty epic.
Yeah, and I mean, just to have that kind of lead against Olimar this early is going to be huge for Ozone.
Yeah, especially because fighting Olimar can be such an uphill battle at sometimes.
Yep.
Even if you have a huge lead, Olimar can always just latch on 100% within the next 10-15 seconds if he does the right moves.
Yeah, I mean, those Pikmin will just add up over time real quick.
Yeah, and what we're seeing here is we're seeing a lot of zoning play, and I'm assuming you're laughing at the Pikmin that got exploded. That's kind of feeble, but
just instantly exploding the can there.
Dude, that frisbee is so deceptive. Like it's like coming in quick and then it slows down. And
yep. It's just such a good combo tool as well.
Yeah, it's funny that a lot of people rate Duck Hunt as like bottom 3, bottom 4 in their tier list.
Yeah, those people are wrong.
Yeah, I 100% agree, but I guess they'll find out, right?
Yep.
Nice. Wow. Ozone seemed like he was trying to crouch cancel, but no crouch cancel is going to help you against that, even if it was any good.
There we go. Ozone finally taking that second stock off Goma, so Goma down to 1 stock here.
Yeah, Ozone answering right back to that, and he's just been leading ever since that first edge guard he had, and that's why going deep and going out for people is so important, especially in this game where he can't just air dodge it and put you in a worse position.
Yeah, I mean, just see Ozone constantly trying to push Olimar to the edge here.
Oh my gosh. The amount of damage he just ate from that frisbee.
Yeah, and I like the fact that he delayed the shot on that one just so he could make sure he got the damage from that grab.
Wow, and Ozone's recoveries are so smart. He's got his can drifting above his head while he's recovering, so that way, like, you can't go over him. You have to approach him in front, and the can might still land on you, or he might throw out an attack. Putting you in a disadvantageous situation no matter what. Jeez. And that's showing right there.
There we go. Catch and Goma getting too greedy, trying to go back down the stage, get back in neutral, but catches an up air for it.
Yeah, and we've only got best of 3 land, it seems like, at this weekly nowadays.
Yep.
So that's 1-0, and Ozone might be able to run away with another one. He was just saying, actually, if you didn't hear him, he's like, yeah, I want to go home and sleep at a decent time, so I'm trying to truck through this bracket, and he's definitely showing it right now.
Bless that man, because I want to get some good sleep, too.
Yeah, I think we all agree. I'm waiting for Smasher to drive, so I'm like, okay, well.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't here right now, it's currently past midnight, so we're in for the long haul.
So did you look at Olimar's, like, earlobes at all? He's got, like, these huge circles. And, like, if you've ever looked at Ganondorf's, he's got, like, these big gaping holes. I feel like if you put Olimar's ear into Ganondorf's ear, you could probably, like, you know, like the fit the block.
Full ear.
Yeah, like the fit the block games for, like, kids, or, like, the circle fits the circle. I think I just found it.
Maybe.
But anyways, this game going exactly the opposite as last one. It looked like Ozone had almost no % on him when he took the first stock last time, but this time Goma is the one standing in that position.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job just keeping his distance and just using these Pikmin as best he can just to latch on and get that damage over time.
Yeah, and he went right back to Stadium too, just kind of showing, definitely showing that the stage wasn't what happened last time. A couple mistakes is what cost him his stock. And Goma's been on fire today. If you're watching him against Runes, he was just oppressing him in that last stock situation in the last game.
Yeah, and I mean, the big challenge right now is going to be for Ozone to find a way to get in to get some damage here, because, I mean, Goma with these combos and using that uppy just to make sure he can stay up there longer to try and extend it.
Yeah, Olimar just has so many options in this game. And Olimar was always a pretty good character, but now he's, like, definitely a good character.
Yep.
And I'd like to see right now, like, I'd like to see more pressure from Ozone while he's picking his Pikmin. Because if he chased him, he would have probably forced Olimar to either roll away or jump away. I don't think he would have had enough time to pluck and then attack.
Exactly. Anytime you see Olimar low on Pikmin, that's when you really have to pour on the pressure.
Yeah, but I guess that's like, that goes hand in hand with being Duck Hunt as well, I suppose, because Duck Hunt's pressure is pressure from a distance, just like Olimar's is. All right, we're going back and forth here. Both players are just like slowly landing into each other and then getting a hit. That's that high-level mind games right there, where there's no way he's just gonna land into me from 100 feet in the air, right? Wow. Okay. Finally stealing at 174%. He really doesn't want to get grabbed. I feel like even a yellow or a red Pikmin might kill him with a throw right now. Yeah,
it's not going to take much for Goma to be able to take off the stock, but as long as Ozone's able to keep the stock, he's going to be able to use this rage that he's got in order to get a lot of damage.
Yeah, and Ozone's been playing very patiently, and consequently he's been getting a lot. Did he just die at 64%? I think he just died at 64%. And just as we were saying, Ozone's still alive, and he's been at kill percent, so he might just end another...
He might just end his own life.
He might just end his own life and go 0-0% last stock.
Live by the can, die by the can.
Yeah. I was definitely not going that direction, but that's the direction the game decided to go.
Yep.
It looks like we don't have too much commentary curse in this game anymore, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's commentary blessed now.
Yeah. Okay, that's too much damage, man. He's got to get rid of that white Pikmin. That's doing 4% every single, like, 30 frames or something like that. Like, that's insane. Imagine he gets a grab and some pummels, too, with the blue Pikmin. Like, that's... You've just ate, like, 60%.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing about those Pikmin matches, just how much damage you end up taking without even realizing it.
Yeah, and have you seen just, like, a regular down throw with blue Pikmin? It does, like, 20%. At least 20%.
It's ridiculous.
But... not to talk about that right now because both players are in the percent to where they each want the other to be. But not really so much that they want to be in, but...
yeah.
It's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. And
yeah,
it looks like Ozone's like camping options are starting to get figured out by Goma because he's really just throwing out the same stuff, and eventually he might hit something, which is how he got that last stock started off. But he was having trouble up until that, and now we're looking at a dead even 116%. Only 0.6 making a difference.
He's falling out of that up air. Goma's still able to keep this stock around.
Yeah, and wow. That was really smart by Ozone, too. He's keeping out of Olimar's smash attack range when he's on the ledge. Like, when he edge guards, but when he's ledge trapping, he's being very patient, and that's going to be it.
Good confirm on it. And that was after Goma took a nice lead at the start of that game.
Yeah, he had a whole stock lead, and Ozone brought it back, had 190% on him by the time he lost his second stock, which really was the deciding factor in that game.